Why "I'll do it tomorrow" is destroying your potential. The dangerous lie of tomorrow. Many people have big dreams. They want to learn new skills. They want a better job. They want to change their life. But every day they say the same sentence, "I'll do it tomorrow." This sentence sounds small. It sounds harmless. It feels comfortable. But this sentence is one of the most dangerous lies in life. Not because people want to fail, but because tomorrow slowly steals their future. A dream rarely dies in one moment. It dies little by little, one tomorrow at a time. The quiet habit that ruins potential. Most people do not destroy their potential with big mistakes. They destroy it with small delays. A delay today, another delay tomorrow, then another one next week. At first, nothing looks wrong. Life continues normally. You go to work, you watch videos, you talk with friends, you sleep. Everything feels fine, but something invisible is happening. Your dreams are slowly moving further away. The moment when it starts. Imagine a simple moment. You wake up early. You planned to start something important. Maybe you want to learn English. Maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to exercise. You look at the clock. Then a thought appears. Not today. I'm tired. I'll start tomorrow. That moment feels small, but that moment decides many things. Because every time you delay action, your brain learns something. Your brain learns that comfort is more important than growth. Why the brain loves tomorrow. The human brain is designed to protect you. Thousands of years ago, survival was the most important thing. Danger was everywhere. Wild animals, cold weather, hunger. The brain learned to avoid pain. Today, the world is different, but the brain still works the same way. When something feels difficult, the brain sends a signal. Stop. Wait. Do it later. The brain thinks it is helping you. It wants you to feel safe and comfortable. But growth never lives inside comfort. The comfort trap. Comfort feels good. Comfort feels warm. Comfort feels safe. But comfort is also a trap. Imagine sitting on a soft sofa. You open your phone. You scroll social media. You watch videos. One video becomes 5. 5 videos become 1 hour. Then 2 hours. Your brain feels relaxed, but your future is slowly disappearing. The invisible cost of waiting. Most people think procrastination only costs time, but the real cost is much bigger. Every delay has a hidden price. Confidence slowly disappears. Energy becomes weaker. Dreams start to feel unrealistic. You begin to doubt yourself. You start saying things like this: maybe I'm not talented enough. Maybe it's too late. Maybe other people are better. But the truth is different. The problem is not your talent. The problem is your waiting. The difference between dreamers and doers. Many people dream about success. Few people act on their dreams. The difference is not intelligence. The difference is not luck. The difference is action. Dreamers say tomorrow. Doers say today. Dreamers plan. Doers start. Dreamers imagine the future. Doers build it. Small delays create big failures. Failure rarely happens suddenly. Failure grows slowly. A student delays studying for one day, then another day, then another. The exam arrives. Panic begins. A person delays exercising. 1 week passes, then 1 month, then 1 year. Health becomes weaker. Someone delays learning a skill. 5 years later, nothing has changed. Life stays exactly the same. Small delays create big failures. The story of two futures. Imagine two people. Both have the same dream. Both start at the same place. Both have the same ability, but they make one different choice. Person 1 says tomorrow. Person 2 says today. At first, the difference is invisible. After 1 week, nothing looks different. After 1 month, still nothing dramatic. But after 1 year, the difference becomes clear. One person has progress, the other person has regret. After 5 years, the gap becomes enormous. One life moves forward, the other life stays stuck. Potential is like a seed. Every human has potential. Potential is like a seed. Inside a small seed lives a huge tree. But a seed cannot grow by thinking. A seed must be planted. It must receive water. It must receive sunlight. Your potential works the same way. Ideas alone cannot grow. Dreams alone cannot grow. Only action creates growth. Why waiting feels safe? Waiting feels safe because nothing can fail. If you never start, you never make mistakes. If you never try, nobody can judge you. If you never act, you never feel embarrassed. But there is a hidden danger. When you avoid small failures today, you create big regret tomorrow. Regret is much heavier than failure. Failure teaches you. Regret only hurts you. The silent enemy of success. Most people believe success requires big talent, but success usually requires something simpler: consistency. Doing small actions every day, reading a few pages daily, practicing a skill daily, improving little by little. But procrastination destroys consistency. Every tomorrow breaks the chain, and when the chain breaks, progress stops. A simple truth about life. Life rewards action, not intention, not planning, not dreaming. Action. You can read 100 motivational books. You can watch 1,000 videos. But if you do not act, nothing changes. The world moves forward with people who start, not with people who wait. The moment you must decide. Every day gives you a choice. You can choose comfort, or you can choose growth. Comfort feels easy today. Growth creates power tomorrow. Comfort creates regret tomorrow. Growth creates opportunity tomorrow. The decision looks small, but it shapes your future. Tomorrow is a dangerous promise. Tomorrow feels infinite, but life is not infinite. Days pass quickly, weeks disappear, years move silently. One day you look back, and you realize something painful. The time you thought you had is gone. That is why tomorrow is dangerous. Tomorrow is a promise nobody can guarantee. Today is the only time that exists. The power of starting. Starting is the hardest step, not finishing, not continuing, starting. The moment you begin, something changes. Energy appears, focus grows, momentum begins. Action creates motivation, not the opposite. This is one of the biggest secrets of productivity. Motivation does not come first. Action comes first. The first small step. You do not need a perfect plan. You do not need perfect conditions. You do not need to feel ready. You only need one step. Write one paragraph. Read one page. Practice one sentence. Walk 1 kilometer. Small steps create movement. Movement creates progress. Progress creates confidence. Confidence creates transformation. The truth about potential. Potential is not a guarantee. Potential is a possibility. Many talented people waste their potential. Many average people build extraordinary lives. The difference is simple. One group waits, the other group acts. Potential without action is only imagination. Action turns potential into reality. A question for your future. Imagine meeting your future self, 10 years from today. Your future self asks you one question.
Why did you wait? What would you answer? Would you say you were too tired? Would you say you were too busy? Would you say you were afraid? Most reasons will sound small in the future, but the lost time will feel enormous. The beginning of change. Change does not start with a big moment. Change starts with a decision, a quiet decision inside your mind, a decision that says something powerful. Not tomorrow, today. This simple decision has changed many lives. It can change yours too. Part 2. Breaking the habit of tomorrow. Part 1 showed a painful truth. Tomorrow slowly destroys potential, not in one moment, but through thousands of small delays. Now the question becomes simple. How do you stop this habit? How do you escape the trap of tomorrow? The answer is not complicated, but it requires courage, because you must change the way you act every day. Understanding the procrastination cycle. Before you can break a habit, you must understand it. Procrastination follows a simple cycle. First comes a task. The task feels difficult. Your brain feels discomfort. Then a thought appears. I'll do it later. You delay the task. Instantly, your brain feels relief. The pressure disappears. The brain learns something important. Delay equals comfort. Every time you repeat this cycle, the habit becomes stronger. Your brain becomes better at avoiding effort. Soon, procrastination becomes automatic. You do it without thinking. Why motivation is not the answer. Many people wait for motivation. They believe motivation will save them. They say something like this: "When I feel motivated, I will start." But motivation is unreliable. Some days motivation is strong. Some days motivation disappears. If you only act when motivation appears, progress becomes random. Successful people understand something different. They do not wait for motivation. They create systems. Systems create action even when motivation is low. The myth of the perfect moment. Another dangerous belief is the idea of the perfect moment. People say things like this: "I will start when things calm down. I will start next week. I will start when I have more time. I will start when I feel ready." But the perfect moment rarely arrives. Life is always busy. Problems always exist. Energy is not always high. If you wait for perfect conditions, you may wait forever. Progress begins when you act in imperfect conditions. The power of tiny actions. Big goals can feel overwhelming. Imagine saying this: "I will study English 3 hours every day." Your brain immediately feels pressure. The task feels heavy. So the brain searches for escape. Tomorrow becomes the escape. Now imagine a different approach. "I will study English for 5 minutes." Suddenly, the task feels easy. 5 minutes feels possible. 5 minutes feels safe. Tiny actions break the resistance of the brain. They allow you to begin, and beginning is everything. The rule of 5 minutes. One powerful technique is the 5-minute rule. The rule is simple. When you do not feel like starting, promise yourself something small. Work for only 5 minutes. Nothing more, just 5 minutes. Anyone can handle 5 minutes. When you begin, something interesting happens. The brain starts focusing. Momentum appears. Often 5 minutes becomes 10 minutes. 10 minutes becomes 30 minutes. The hardest part was starting. Once you move, continuing becomes easier. Momentum changes everything. Momentum is a powerful force. Imagine pushing a heavy car. At first, the car does not move. You push harder. Slowly, the car begins rolling. Once it starts moving, pushing becomes easier. Your effort creates movement. Movement creates momentum. Momentum helps the car continue. Your habits work the same way. Small daily actions create momentum.
Momentum builds confidence. Confidence builds discipline. Discipline builds success. The identity shift. Real change happens when your identity changes. Identity means how you see yourself. If you believe you are a lazy person, you will behave like one. If you believe you are a disciplined person, your actions will follow that belief. But identity does not change with words. Identity changes with actions. Every small action sends a message to your brain. When you study today, your brain learns something. I am someone who studies. When you exercise today, your brain learns something else. I am someone who takes care of my body. Over time, these messages build a new identity. You stop being a person who delays. You become a person who acts. The power of daily consistency. Many people search for dramatic change. They want quick results. They want big transformations. But real growth usually looks boring. Small actions repeated every day. 10 minutes of reading, 10 minutes of practice, 10 minutes of learning. These actions look insignificant, but time multiplies their power.
1 day of practice feels small. 300 days of practice create mastery. Consistency turns small effort into extraordinary results. The compound effect. There is a powerful principle called the compound effect. Small actions accumulate. They grow like interest in a bank account. Imagine improving only 1% every day. 1% feels tiny, but improvement compounds over time. Days become weeks. Weeks become months. Months become years. Eventually, the difference becomes enormous. People who delay lose this powerful advantage. People who act every day benefit from it. Replace the word tomorrow. Language shapes behavior. The word tomorrow can become dangerous. Tomorrow gives the brain permission to delay. Instead of saying tomorrow, try a new sentence. I will start now. Even if now means 1 minute. Even if now means one small action. This simple change breaks the delay pattern. Your brain learns a new rule. Action happens immediately. Creating simple triggers. Habits become stronger when they follow a trigger. A trigger is something that reminds you to act. For example, after waking up, read 1 page. After drinking coffee, study for 10 minutes. After dinner, practice speaking English. The trigger starts the behavior automatically. You no longer depend on motivation. The environment reminds you to act. This makes discipline easier. Removing distractions. Distractions feed procrastination. Phones, social media, endless videos. These tools are designed to capture attention. Every notification pulls you away from focus. If you want to defeat procrastination, reduce distractions. Place your phone far away. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Create a quiet space for work. When distractions disappear, starting becomes easier. Progress builds confidence. Confidence is not created by thinking positive thoughts. Confidence grows from evidence. Evidence comes from action. Each completed task becomes proof. Proof tells your brain something powerful. You can do this. Even small victories matter. Finishing 1 page, completing 1 lesson, writing 1 paragraph. Each victory builds belief. Belief fuels the next action. The emotional reward of progress. Humans enjoy progress. The brain releases positive feelings when you complete something. Even a small task can create satisfaction. This feeling encourages repetition. Soon your brain associates action with reward. Work becomes less painful. Progress becomes enjoyable.
This is how discipline slowly becomes natural.
A new relationship with discomfort. Growth always includes discomfort. Learning a skill feels awkward at first. Exercise feels tiring. Studying requires effort. Instead of avoiding discomfort, successful people accept it. They understand something important. Discomfort is temporary. Growth is permanent. Each time you face discomfort, your mental strength grows. Soon, challenges feel less intimidating. The courage to start imperfectly. Perfection stops many people. They believe their work must be perfect. They believe their skills must be ready, so they delay starting. But perfection is an illusion. Every expert once began as a beginner. Every master once made mistakes. Starting imperfectly is not failure, it is the beginning of mastery. Progress improves quality over time. One action today. Right now, you may have something you have been delaying, a task, a project, a dream. Ask yourself one question. What is the smallest action you can take today? Not tomorrow, today. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe one message, maybe one paragraph. That small action begins a new story. The turning point. Every life has turning points, moments when a person decides to change direction. The turning point rarely looks dramatic. It often looks simple. Someone chooses action instead of delay. Someone chooses effort instead of comfort. Someone chooses today instead of tomorrow. Those small choices create powerful futures. A promise to your future self. Your future self is watching the choices you make today. Your future self will live with the results. You can give your future self 2 things: regret or gratitude. Regret comes from endless tomorrows. Gratitude comes from action today. Every small step is a gift to your future life. A quiet revolution. You do not need to change everything today. You only need to start a quiet revolution, a revolution in your daily choices. Choose action more often. Choose effort more often. Choose growth more often. Little by little, your life will move forward. Momentum will grow stronger. Confidence will grow deeper, and the habit of tomorrow will slowly disappear. Part 3. A new life begins today. The sun rises every morning. It does not wait. It does not ask if you feel ready. It simply rises. Your life can be the same. A new beginning does not need a new year. It does not need Monday. It does not need the perfect moment. It only needs one decision, the decision to begin. Right now, not tomorrow, today.
Many people wait for motivation. They believe motivation must come first. They believe they must feel excited before they act. But life does not work like that. Motivation usually comes after action, not before. Think about a train. A train is very heavy. When it stands still, it feels impossible to move. But when it moves just a little, something changes. Slowly, the wheels turn. Slowly, the train gains speed. After some time, the train moves smoothly and powerfully. Your life works the same way. The hardest moment is the beginning. After that, movement becomes easier. Energy grows. Confidence grows. Progress grows. All because you started.
Now imagine two people. Both people have dreams. Both people want a better life. Both people have talent, but their choices are different. The first person says, "I will start tomorrow." He repeats this sentence every day. Tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Years pass. Nothing changes. The second person says something different. "I will start today." He takes small steps, very small steps, but he keeps moving. After 1 year, the difference becomes clear. The first person still waits. The second person has already built something real. This is the power of starting today. Small steps create big results. Every great success begins with a small action. Every book begins with one sentence. Every marathon begins with one step. Every strong body begins with one workout. Every successful business begins with one idea. But none of these things happen without action. Dreams alone are not enough. Plans alone are not enough. Thinking alone is not enough. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality. Without action, dreams stay dreams. With action, dreams become life. You do not need perfect conditions. You do not need perfect knowledge. You do not need perfect confidence. You only need courage. Courage to begin, courage to try, courage to move forward even when you feel uncertain. Remember this truth: clarity comes from action, not from thinking forever. Many people wait because they want certainty. They want to know the whole path. But life rarely shows the whole path. Life shows only the next step. When you take that step, the next one appears, and then another and another. This is how every journey works, one step at a time. You do not need to see the entire mountain. You only need to take the next step upward. The same is true for your goals. Maybe you want to learn English. Maybe you want to get healthy. Maybe you want to build a career. Maybe you want to change your life completely. These dreams may feel big. They may even feel impossible. But remember something powerful. Big changes begin with small habits. A few minutes of practice, one healthy meal, one page of writing, one idea written on paper, one honest effort. These small actions may seem insignificant, but they are seeds, and seeds grow. If you water them daily, they become trees. If you care for them patiently, they become forests. This is how transformation happens, slowly, quietly, day by day. And one day you look back, you see how far you have come. You see the person you have become. You realize something important. Your life changed not because of one big moment. Your life changed because of many small decisions. The decision to begin, the decision to continue, the decision to try again after failure. Failure is not the enemy. Inaction is. Failure teaches. Inaction steals time. Every successful person understands this. They do not fear mistakes. They fear wasted days, because time is the most valuable thing in life. You can lose money and earn it again. You can lose opportunities and create new ones, but lost time never returns. Every day is a piece of your life. When you delay action, you give away that piece. But when you act today, you invest it. You build something. You grow. You move forward. This is how a meaningful life is created, one day of effort at a time. Many people underestimate the power of today. They believe tomorrow will be different, but tomorrow is built from today. If you change today, tomorrow changes automatically. If you improve today, your future improves. If you act today, your life moves forward. Today is not just another day. Today is the foundation of your future. Think about the person you want to become. A stronger person, a wiser person, a more disciplined person, a person who finishes what they start. That person does not live in the future. That person is created by the actions you take today, right now, this moment. Your future self is watching. Your future self hopes you will start. Your future self hopes you will not wait again. Because every time you act today, you send a message to yourself. You say, I am someone who moves forward. I am someone who does not quit. I am someone who takes action. These messages shape your identity.
Identity shapes behavior, and behavior shapes your life. At first, change feels uncomfortable. New habits feel difficult, but discomfort is not a sign to stop. It is a sign of growth. Muscles grow through resistance. The mind grows through challenge. Your character grows through action. Every time you choose action instead of delay, you become stronger. Stronger in discipline, stronger in focus, stronger in belief. And slowly, a new version of you appears. A version of you that does not say tomorrow. A version of you that begins today. Imagine waking up 1 year from now. Imagine looking back at this moment. You will see two possible stories. In the first story, nothing changed. You kept waiting. You kept delaying. You kept saying tomorrow. In the second story, something powerful happened. You started. Maybe the beginning was small. Maybe the progress was slow, but you moved. You grew. You built something meaningful. Which story do you want? The answer is not decided next year. The answer is decided today, right now, in this moment. You do not need to change your entire life today. You only need to take the first step. Just one action, one step toward your goal. It might be small, but small actions break the power of procrastination. They create momentum. They create progress. They create belief. So ask yourself a simple question. What is one thing you can start right now? Write one sentence, read one page, study one lesson, exercise for 5 minutes, clean one small space, take one meaningful step, then another tomorrow. But tomorrow will be different because tomorrow will continue something you already started. And that is the secret. Successful people do not wait for perfect days. They create progress from ordinary days. They use today. They respect today. They act today. Your life is not controlled by luck. It is shaped by daily choices. And the most powerful choice you can make is simple. Stop saying, I'll do it tomorrow. Start today. Start small. Start imperfect, but start. Because the moment you begin, everything begins to change. Your mindset changes, your habits change, your future changes. And one day you will look back at this moment. You will realize it was the turning point, the day you stopped waiting, the day you chose action, the day you chose your future, the day you finally started.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Self-Study Every Day for more helpful lessons. Leave a comment and tell me what you want to learn next.